Hey, it's Ken from Get English Tips here. Today we're going to look at 13 idioms that involve clothes. Now, as you know, idioms are phrases or expressions that have hidden meanings, and they are excellent if they are used correctly. So let's have a look at these idioms. A wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Very, very common expression. You perhaps have this similar in your own language. And it is someone who pretends that they are harmless, but they have a bad motive, or they want to do something bad. They appear harmless, but underneath they are not. Don't trust him. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's after something more. All is not what it seems to be with him. He is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He looks harmless enough and very soft and helping, but perhaps underneath there is something bad. There is something more sinister, or there is something that they want that perhaps is not very good, a little bit dangerous. So there we go, wolf in sheep's clothing. She wears the pants in the house, or she wears the trousers in the house in British English. Pants is American English and trousers is British English. Don't say pants in British English, it means underwear. So if someone wears the trousers in the relationship, it means they are the most dominant one in the relationship. So I have to ask my wife, she wears the trousers in the house. She is the dominant one in the relationship. Maybe they are the breadwinner, someone who earns the money for the house, but more often than not, it is all about someone having the dominant attitude in a relationship. He wears the trousers, ask him. She wears the trousers, I'll need to get their permission. So if someone wears the trousers, they are the dominant party or the dominant person in a relationship. Roll up your sleeves. It's about to get very mucky. It's about to get very difficult. If you roll up your sleeves like this, it means that you are about to start doing some very hard work. In British English, we are about to say that you are going to be a grafter. You are going to do some very serious and some very hard work. So let's roll up our sleeves, one final push, and we'll get this job done at the end of the week. So to roll up your sleeves, to get ready to do something that is going to be a lot of work. Let's roll our sleeves up and let's get into this. Good one to use. Oh, that's old hat. I already knew that. If something is old hat, it's not very new. It's a very, very old. Perhaps you've been using it for a long time. Okay, I know that already. That's old hat. Let me just do it. So I know it because it's very, very old and I'm used to doing it that way. It's old hat. We're bursting at the seams. This means that we are very, very full, or maybe something has been done to excess. It's bursting at the seams. Business is bursting at the seams. Business is so good and so full that it's bursting at the seams. My trousers are bursting at the seams because I've eaten too much. So if something's bursting at the seams, it means there's a lot of it and perhaps it's done to excess. You've got ants in your pants. Calm down, settle down. If someone has ants in their pants, it means they are restless or fidgety. They cannot sit still, they cannot stop moving. Perhaps they are nervous about something, or they are apprehensive and they are waiting for some news. So sit down, don't have ants in your pants. Calm down, just relax. To have your knickers in a twist. This is a very British English expression, I believe. Maybe not, but I think it is. If you have your knickers in a twist, you are very wound up, or you're very upset about something that is perhaps not too important. Don't get your knickers in a twist. I have the money here. It's okay. Don't worry. So If you get your knickers in a twist, it means that you're upset over something that is quite small and not important. Calm down. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. So we can say it to a man or a woman. Calm down. Don't get your knickers in a twist. He's going to arrive on time. Just be calm. So don't get upset because it's not too important. Everything's going to be okay. Don't get your knickers in a twist. This will knock his socks off when he sees it. He's going to be really, really impressed and amazed at this. If you knock someone's socks off, then you are making them amazed or really impressed or astonished at something. It's a bit like in English we would say, this is going to blow them away. It's going to make them really impressed and amazed and astonished. So it'll blow their socks off, it'll knock their socks off, they're going to be so impressed and amazed at this. Very, very positive. He's holding on to his coattails to get promotion. If you're holding on to someone's coattails, it means that you are copying them, or perhaps they are supporting you, you are following them to have some success. So hang on to their coattails and you will have success. Perhaps someone is high up in the company or is very successful, and you hold on to their coattails and they take you with them to have success. So it's always good to hang on to the coattails of some very successful people, and you will have the success also. So to hang on to someone's coattails. Whose coattails do you hang on to? Let me know. Keep your shirt on. If you say to someone, keep your shirt on, you're telling them to calm down. It's very British English, I think it is. So, hey, I know you're angry, but keep your shirt on. It's not a problem here. We can fix it. Calm down. So to keep your shirt on is a way to tell someone to calm down. Just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Keep your shirt on. Relax. Chill. Don't get upset and stop shouting. So keep your shirt on. Good one to use. Very, very common in British English. Keep your shirt on. A hat trick. A hat trick is when someone scores in football 3 goals in football. And it's called a hat trick, yeah? And it comes from very olden days when the football players used to wear hats to show that they were on different teams. And after they scored 3 goals, they would tip their hat like this to say, I've got 3 goals. So this would be called a hat trick. So a hat trick. If you're a football fan, a perfect hat trick is someone who scores with the left foot, the right foot, and with the head. So this would be a perfect hat trick. So yeah, a hat trick is when you score 3 goals in football, and in the olden days they would put their hat like this to acknowledge that they had got the 3 goals. Out of pocket. Out of pocket means that you have spent some money, and perhaps the money that you've spent has left you with none. So for example, I'm out of pocket. I've spent £50 on this and I've not had any money back. So it kind of means that you're losing money. You've spent money, you expected the money back, but you haven't got it back. Look, I can't give you any more money. I'm already out of pocket. So out of pocket means you've spent money, you expect to get the money back, but you haven't got it back. To be out of pocket. So I don't want to spend money on the holiday. I'm already a lot out of pocket from the previous holiday. Nobody paid me money back. So yeah, so out of pocket, there we go. So you've spent money, you expect it back, but it's not come back. You're out of pocket. To tighten your belt. To tighten your belt. If you tighten your belt, it means that you're going to have to start saving. You're running out of money, the money is becoming less, so you're going to have to stop spending money, because if you don't, you're going to have none, and you're going to have no money to pay your bills or food or anything like that. So I'm going to have to tighten our belt this Christmas, because I don't think I will have a job. I'm going to have to tighten my belt this Christmas because I didn't get the promotion. We're all going to have to tighten our belts throughout this COVID because business isn't very good. So to tighten your belts, to make savings, and to stop spending a lot of money. So there we go. 13 of them, count them, 13 idioms, all about clothing, everyday idioms in English, idioms, expressions, and perhaps I think there's another simile in there. So you start using them. Let's see if you can make a couple of sentences below, and as always I will check them for you. If you have any lesson requests, let me know. Also, it would be great, and I'll see you in the next lesson. So my name's Ken. Bye for now.